Hey, what's up guys? It's Mac from Cryptstar, and today I want to kind of do a more basic video on NFTs. And I want to explain sort of, what NFTs are, how you can get into NFTs, how do you understand exactly what a good NFT project is, what you should look out for. Also, I want to go ahead and touch on tips and tricks to go ahead and finding good NFT projects. Before we get started, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell below. And also, if you love Tezos and you have a lot of Tezos in your wallet and you do not know who to delegate to, look no further. Cryptstar is here. Go ahead and delegate to our Cryptstar service and we will help you get in on all of the latest Tezos NFT deals. So go ahead and delegate from your KuCai wallet or your Temple wallet and go ahead and jump in our Telegram group chat, which is right here. And we will help you guys get started on the track to collecting all of the amazing NFTs on Tezos. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and first talk about what are NFTs. Now, if you don't know, NFT stands for non-fungible tokens. Now, non-fungible tokens, they're found on pretty much all of the different blockchains. It's basically, when you want to think about it like in a really, easy to understand way, basically you think about, the US dollar, and you have another US dollar, and they're fungible. I can give you a US dollar, you can trade me back for a US dollar, and we both exchange the same value, right? However, with NFTs, each NFT could have a different value. So you have one NFT with the characteristics of gold hair, it's a profile picture NFT, which is the PFP projects you're probably hearing a lot about. One PFP project has gold, beautiful hair, or maybe you've seen some apes with some really cool sunglasses like these. Either way, that's basically a rarity aspect of the NFTs, which give them more value than other NFTs in the same group. Now, if you don't know what the PFP generative NFT products are, like I said, PFP stands for profile picture, and that is basically people make groups of 1,000 to 10,000 sort of profile picture NFTs projects, and it has characteristics such as, like aviator glasses like I just had, or they have, longer tails or spiked tails, or they have different bling bling necklaces, and that all gives a different rarity to the NFT itself in that group of NFTs. And each one has characteristics, and the randomly generated part about it, which you probably hear a lot about, randomly generated NFT projects, Bored Ape Yacht Club, CryptoPunks. On Tezos, it's Tezards, Cyber Gecko Gang. Sorry, I just list the lizard ones. I love those ones. Yeah, there's many, PFP projects on different blockchains. They're all pretty much the same thing. They stand for a profile picture. The characteristics, yeah, they give them rarity. So, for example, in the normal world, let's say you go to a carnival or you go to an art museum and you see an artist or like a DJ or something, and they have their albums there and they sign a copy, and then they sell it to you for, $20 or $40 as the price keeps rising due to inflation, who knows. They sell out, 20 copies or 100 copies, and now you're owner of the one of 100 of those special, CD albums. There's only 100 out there with his signature on it or her signature on it. With NFTs, it can be the same way. The artist can choose to mint 20 of the copy of one NFT and then sell all 20, and that's a multi-mint sort of NFT. Or you can have the single mint, which means each one is unique. And you need to make sure that there's only one, right? You can usually see it in the count number on the bottom of the NFT page. That is basically, in a nutshell, what an NFT is. Now, there are different types of use cases for NFTs. For example, NFTs for games. So say, for example, you have a helmet NFT and it has an armor class of 12. Okay, and you can use that on the character in the game. Okay, and then you have 4 different games that you can use this NFT in. So that's why it's non-fungible. You own it. You can use it in the game. So actually multiple games can pull from the same NFT pool, which is why people are saying NFT gaming is the future of gaming. Because this means that if you get one item in one game, you can always bring it to another game, and each NFT can have multiple use cases. This can be very nostalgic to go ahead and keep some of your favorite items from your old PC games and keep it in your Bitcoin wallet or your Tezos wallet or your Ethereum wallet, and then be able to look at it years later and be like, hey, back in the day, I got this really cool, armor class. And when you look at it, it kind of reminds you of, you're able to keep your history of like what happened. And that's a very, very, I think, cool part about NFTs that normal, games don't have. For me, whenever I play a game, 3 years later, I forgot most of the items that I had in the game, and I remember how much fun the game was. But wouldn't it be so cool if I could sort of have some sort of a memory attached to it that I could look, or an object attached to it where I could look back and bring back the memories from the game itself through the items in the game. And that's what NFTs allow us to do. Now, NFTs can also be used for real estate. You can split up real estate into NFTs. I want to go ahead and touch on how to invest in NFTs. Now, this is a very touchy subject. It really depends on sort of your technology experience, as well as sort of your experience with art and your experience sort of, haggling on the internet. Hustling is a better word. So you really need to go ahead and go out there, and you need to get in and talk to people. And that is my number one recommendation. Go on Twitter, start talking to people on Twitter. Once you get on Twitter, you're going to find out there's Telegram groups, there's Discord groups, and things like that you can join and join the everyday chat. For Tezos, for example, there's this thing called QuipuSwap chat, and most people go in there and talk on the QuipuSwap chat, and you can learn about all of the different NFT drops on the QuipuSwap chat. And as you watch that, you can kind of learn and gauge which projects are going to be successful. So recently they had a project called Tezos, and Tezos, at first it didn't have a lot of traction, but all of a sudden it gained a whole bunch of momentum. And if you didn't spot that, and you didn't get enough whitelist spots, or you didn't go ahead and get on the public sale, it ended up being about a 10x as of right now off of the mint price. So you need to make sure you watch the Discord servers. Once the Discord servers sort of reach around the 2,000 people stage, 2,000 member stage, as long as they aren't bots, it tends to go a little bit more parabolic from there. It goes faster and faster until it gets up to really good numbers, which is around 20,000. And then 20,000, it's probably going to sell out. The whitelist is going to get much harder to get on. If you don't know what a whitelist is, basically you usually have a 24-hour period where if you're on the whitelist, you can purchase before the public sale. Okay. And usually it's 24 hours. Sometimes some mints make it 1 hour. I think Tezos was, I think it was 24 hours. For other projects, for example, they recently had this other one on Tezos. It was the Tezos DGen Life, DGL, and that sold out in about, I think, 12 hours. So it didn't even get, like, I don't think everybody who got on the whitelist even had a chance to purchase, because there's only 1,555 copies. So everybody tried to get the whitelist and they purchased really fast. And there's actually no public sale. Everything was all whitelist sale. So you really need to watch out for momentum on Discord channels, as well as, as Telegram groups. Telegram groups are much easier to bot. So you just need to realize that a lot of people bot Telegram groups, and they hire really cheap Filipino Telegram managers who can just inject bots or get, kind of pay people pennies to go ahead and message in those groups. And they don't actually spend any money or actually mint any of the products. You need to watch out for that as well. Sometimes if you recognize that bots are being used well, that it's actually a very bullish sign. And that's the thing a lot of people don't talk about. Sorry, Dogami. I did notice that you are using a lot of bots on your Twitter account to get likes and upvotes. But honestly, that extra boost is actually very bullish for me, that you actually know to use bots in a productive way to sort of give you that extra reach, because as you get more likes, it reaches out to more people. It gives you more reach on Twitter, and it makes you look more popular, which makes more people jump in. So sometimes using bots in moderation to give you that extra 10%, 20%, 30% boost is very important. Another really big point you need to watch out for is you need to try and look for artists that are very popular on, Hikitnook or sort of other NFT platforms, or even popular artists in general before they even jump in. Now, for me, one thing I do look for as well is people that don't communicate properly, or projects that don't communicate properly. If you have a project that is launching NFTs, people asking questions about delays, and you don't address it properly and you just call them fudsters, that is a product that I will stay away from. Because any project that automatically accuses people asking questions of fudding is not proper project. And I've seen a lot of projects like this where you go in, you ask questions, and they just automatically either ban you or they call you a fudster without properly answering a question. Usually the project ends up either being a really good success at first and then flops a couple of days later, or it just straight out doesn't sell out because people get frustrated. And usually they do sell out, but it just ends up flopping a couple of days later. And then guess who's left holding the bag? All the buyers, right? So just be really careful about the people who just kind of call out FUD in the Discord chat. Always look for positive vibes. I think another very key point to spotting good NFT products is actually looking at the art itself. Tezos, there usually is a level of quality you need in the artist in order to go ahead and really be successful. And I saw that in Tezos. It looked really a lot like the Bored Ape Yacht Club. It was very similar, but with Tezos in the name. right? And also the art looked really nice. Tezos was also very, very appealing to the eye. You look at them, you think, oh, these guys are really cute. I can relate with them. I could set this in my profile picture. I think Cyber Gecko Gangs was also rather cute, and they had really cool sort of utility. And they're also later coming out with sort of drops for, you know, old Cyber Gecko Gang holders, which are the sort of zombie geckos, which look really cool, I think. So I'm really excited for that. That's coming here in, I think, a few weeks. Airdrop is coming to all Cyber Gang gecko holders. I just think you need to look for utility. A lot of NFT products don't have utility, they don't have communication, and that is a very big issue. All right, well, so that's the end of my video today. I really hope that helped you guys understand sort of what NFTs are, how NFTs are different from normal art, and as well as how to sort of invest in NFTs and look for good NFTs projects, and also how to use these tips and tricks to go ahead and find good NFT projects. Like I said, you always want to look for a good community manager. You want to look for good art. You want to look for a community that's willing to invest in marketing a little bit. You want to look for a community that is well tied into the blockchain that it's founded in. So, for example, Tezos, you find community members who are really invested in Tezos and get them involved in your PFP project. And if you see products that are doing that, I think that's very bullish. Also, one thing I didn't mention, look for original ideas. Tezos, especially on Tezos, original ideas are very important. I think Tezos is one of the most has some of the best artists and some of the best imaginations in the blockchain atmosphere. Anyways, thank you guys for viewing, and I will see you guys all in the next episode of Cryptstar Staking. Peace out.
Bro, we need to pump it. Everybody, go to the Twitter and the hashtag the things, pump it. You know, pump it real good. We need a good pump. Everybody deserves a nice Tezos pump.